As the fall season gives way to the winter, we have some college basketball on the hard one on the men's side today. Chaffey College in town to take on the College of the Canyons Cougars here on a Saturday at 1 p.m. Hi everybody, I'm Matt Robinson. Glad to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. COC and Chaffey getting ready to go. We're going to step aside real quick and come back with the starting lineups as we have the national anthem getting ready. Welcome back in as we come back to the Cougar Cage, College of the Canyons and Chaffey College. For COC 2-2, they won their first two games here at the Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage, beating Barstow 101-83, then beating Cuyamaca 74-70 to win the 2023 Clash at Canyons. Fourth season in a row they've won the Clash at Canyons, but last two matches have not been good ones. They've lost to Cerritos 69-56 and then Ventura 82-72. So a couple of double-digit losses on their record on the 9th and the 11th. Facing a Chaffey squad, by all accounts, is a very high-powered offense this season for the Panthers and Jeff Klein. They've won 4, lost 1, had a pair of two-game winning streaks. They've scored 80 or more points in every contest so far this season. They're averaging 90.4 points per game, which is 5th. They make 32 field goals per game, which is 9th. They shoot about 44% from the floor. They average 72.6 field goal attempts per game, which is 3rd most in the state. And by the way, they're shooting 30% from 3 as well, which isn't quite as good, but they do average 24.6 three-point shots per game. The one knock on Chaffey so far this year maybe has been the defense just a touch, as they give up 78 points a game. For College of the Canyons, they'll have to find a way to find some hot shooting here today against a high-powered Chaffey offense. For the Panthers, Shadale Knight, Nate Simon, Moran Toure, Marcus Green, and Brody Davis, the starters. For College of the Canyons, Jacob Gonzalez, Joshua Barnett, Raz Orbach, Isaiah Ortega, and Jonah Alfara get the start for COC, as the tip won by College of the Canyons, as it's Joshua Barnett with the basketball. And he'll get it over to Jacob Gonzalez as the Cougars go to work here on their first offensive possession of the ball game. And a travel going to be called against Gonzalez, so an early turnover on COC. For the Cougars this year, that's really been a big factor for College of the Canyons this year, the turnovers per game. 7.3 turnovers per game. So here's Toure with the basketball, tries to drive to his left, got to the foul line, put up a wild shot that missed, and Alfara pulls down the rip. Jonah Alfara this year averaging 7.5 rebounds per game. Remember a guy last year that almost averaged a double-double for COC, as he'll take an elbow jumper that misses off the heel of the rim. Orbach couldn't pull down the rebound as it's ripped down by Chaffey, and Shadale Knight will bring it up the floor. Knight spinning into the lane, dishes it outside, picked up by Marcus Green. Green will drive to his right, gets up to the rack, missed it, as he tried to go through a couple of defenders at the block and couldn't get it to fall. So no score as we continue on. Just a little bit more than a minute in, and JT Barnett hits his first triple of the ball game on his first shot of the ball game. Barnett this year has been hot from 3, 6 of 12, shooting 50% coming into the game, make it 7 of 13 as he knocks another one down, and the Cougars with a 3-0 lead. A 3 on the other side from Simon doesn't fall. Rebound pulled down by Ortega. Cougars quickly back the other way. Alfara driving at the left block, puts it off the glass and good with the left hand. Alfara this year was starting on the bench. This, I believe, just his first start of the season, averaging 22 minutes off the bench, 12.5 points, 7.5 rebounds. As he finds a way, is a foul going to be called as Shadale Knight trying to drive. For Alfara this year, highly efficient on the floor, shoots 67.7%. That's right now 12th best in the state of California. So expect him when he gets around the rim. Most of his work comes within about 10 feet of the rack to really be able to finish. We very rarely see an elbow jumper like we did early on from him today. It's a 5-0 run to start for COC. Here's Knight driving to his left, spins back to his right at the foul line, tried to dish it down low. Too hot for Torre to handle. It'll be Canyons basketball on a Chaffey turnover. Panthers come out in a full court press. Here's the Cougars get it into Gonzalez. He'll move to Barnett. Barnett tried to get it back to Gonzalez, but Torre takes it away. He'll try and drive with the right hand. Instead kicks it out to Green. Green into the lane, a little right-handed runner that falls. Green, a guy this year, averages 15 points, leads the team in just 16 minutes of play, shooting 64.4% from the floor, as Barnett draws a blocking foul. As Mauro Torre from Chino Hills High School draws his first foul of the contest. In a 5-2 ball game here, just a little more than 2.5 in. Talking about Marcus Green, the freshman wing out of Etiwanda High School. He said 15 points, 16 minutes, shooting 60.4% as Barnett knocks down another triple. Second triple of the ball game from Barnett. He's got 6. Already showing hot 2 for 2 from the floor. Little drive to the rack by Nate Simon is good. Keeps Chaffey within 4 points here. So here's Gonzalez working up the floor. Drives right down the lane, threw it off the glass with the right hand, no. Rip from Alfara. I thought he drew a foul and just missed it. Very rare miss from inside from Jonah Alfara. As Chaffey goes back to work, Ortega gets away with a little bit of a clutch that time as Green was driving and then asking the official for the foul, didn't get it. Orbach with a 3 on the way, too strong. Orbach this year, all 3 of his field goals have been 3-point field goals. He's only got 9 points on the season, just 3 of 10 now from 3. Travel called against Chaffey. So another turnover, and the Panthers will send a fresh 5 out onto the floor here as they go with a hockey-style line change. 16:35 to go here in the first half. 8-4 in favor of College of the Canyons. As it'll be Godoy, or Godoy, excuse me, as I read names correctly. Crenshaw out there along with Barcelo. And it looks like Shepard. Little jumper from about the foul line, no good from Alfara. Rebound picked up by Quentin Crenshaw. He'll work up the floor, got it to Jacob Barcelo. Barcelo will work to his right, drives into the lane, lays it off the glass with the right hand and good. Barcelo averages just 4 points a game. So good for him to get an early bucket for Chaffey. So the Panthers back within a single bucket at 8-6. Here's Alfara beyond the 3-point line, wants to put it on the floor. Now we'll get it back to Jacob Gonzalez. Cougars will get their first substitution as Isaiah Baptista up at the table here. 8 to shoot, now 7. Gonzalez works to his left, kicks it Orbach. Orbach needs to get one up. Tries to draw something, a 3 that hits the rim, no good. Easy board for Barcelo, who will bring it up the floor. Barcelo running right up to the rack. Now will spin back, sends it out high. They kick it along the wing, Shepard. But he stepped out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover, and we'll get our first substitutions from COC as Baptista and Andrew Ezenwa will check into the game to take over for Jonah Alfara and Isaiah Ortega. Isaiah Walker also up to the table, and now will check in to take over for Jacob Gonzalez. So the Cougars will leave Barnett and Orbach on the floor here. Walker will catch on the inbound. Nearly had it stolen from behind, then just kind of turned it over, diving to the floor, able to pick it up, finds Barnett. And Walker actually hurt here. Came up a little limp. They actually had a reset on the shot clock, so now they're trying to get the shot clock dialed in. 15:03 here. So the Cougars will get an inbound play here. And the 18 will be set to the shot clock. So now the Cougars with a little less time to work. Barnett, who's 2 for 2 from the floor so far, will catch and work with the left hand. He'll dump it off to Baptista. Baptista will leave to Walker as they weave. Now Baptista, a wing 3 with 9 on the shot clock, rattles in and out. Baptista's kind of slowed down, had 24 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in their opening game win over Barstow in the Clash at Canyons, but since then has really struggled, only 10 points total in the last 3 games. There's a bucket on the other side from Chaffey, evens the game at 8-all. As it was Shepard with the basket. Another missed shot from College of the Canyons as Walker couldn't pull down the rebound, trying to sky up and poked it out of bounds. And a timeout on the floor called by College of the Canyons. 14:29 to go here in the first half. 8-all COC and Chaffey.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, dip, through. Hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip.
I could eat.
Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
8-all here from Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage. COC and Chaffey College is the buzzer randomly going off in the middle of the game. COC and Chaffey College, you're tied at 8. Chaffey 4 of 8 from the floor so far. We talked about that efficiency from the Panthers, showing it off so far here early on. The Cougars just 3 of 11, shooting 27%. Lucky that JT Barnett 2 for 2 from 3. Has them with 6 points. Here's Walker trying to drive. Goes with the left hand, draws a foul, he'll get to the line. First time today for Jeremiah Walker, who's an 83% foul shooter, 5 of 6 on the year. Foul goes against Elijah Goad. And the Panthers again with 5 full bodies on the scorer's table, getting ready to sub in here after Walker's first foul shot. Cougars 2 of 6 from 3. Chaffey has only attempted 1 3-pointer, 0 for 1. Walker knocks down the first. The Cougars back in front 9-8. Panthers sub out the full lineup once again. Go back to the starting unit. Jeff Klein getting a chance to get all his bodies onto the floor. We'll see Mason Savory up off the bench for COC. Walker makes them both. Cougars with a 2-point advantage. JT Barnett off. Mason Savory, who's the Cougars' leading scorer so far this year, averaging 18.5 points in 29 minutes. Shooting 50% from 3, 42% from the floor. Checks back in. Here's Brody Davis with the ball for Chaffey. Elbow extended, will leave it off to Nate Simon. Simon will put up a 3 with a hand in his face and knocks it down. And Chaffey has their first lead of the ball game on an Nate Simon 3, just his 9th triple of the season. Simon shooting just 30% from 3 this year. As Baptista misses on a layup down low. Howard Fisher not happy, calling for Jonah Alfaro to get up off the bench, as then Brody Davis draws a foul on Baptista, going back to the rack with 13:24 to go. here in the first half. And Davis going to go to the line. Davis, a 71, percent foul shooter on the season. Has made 23 of 32 this year. 28th most free throws made on the season in the state of California. As Davis will go to the line and misses the first of two in an 11-10 game. Alfaro will take over for Walker. Orbach will come off as Isaiah Ortega comes back in. So far, Simon with 5 points leading the way for Chaffey. Barnett with 6 leading the way for COC. Davis makes the second. The Panthers with a 2-point lead, their largest of the day. Chaffey again in that full court press. Cougars break it this time. Baptista, called for a travel. Took 2 steps before he put the ball on the floor. As Zenwa going to take over for Alfara. This is a quick little run for Alfara. As Chaffey with a 2-point lead, back to work. Simon will work to his left around Baptista. A little floater, an alley-oop, and a slam. As Marcus Green finishes it off. And the Panthers with a 4-point lead. Foul going to be called against Marcus Green as he reaches and grabs Mason Savory. It's a little showtime from Chaffey to give themselves a 4-point lead and fire up the Panther bench here early on. Cougars back to work on the offensive side. Here's Jeremiah Walker, works back up to the middle of the floor between the circles, now backs off just a touch. Gets it to Savory on the near wing. Up top, Baptista now, inside of Zenwa. Working down with the right hand, a little baby hook, no. Got his own rebound, dumped it off. They get it to Savory. Little jump stop in the lane, trying to draw contact, does on the second opportunity. And Savory is gonna go to the line. Savory this year, a 92% free throw shooter. 30th in the state in free throws made, 23 of 25 on the year. 34th in the state in free throw percentage at 92, so very solid from the foul line as he makes the first of 2. Stops a little run from Chaffey. So the Cougars trying to get within one possession, and they do with just 1 of 2 buckets made. So Savory splits the pair. Davis will bring it up the floor for the Panthers. Working to his right after he spun around, sends it into the corner. A 3 on the way from Torre is good. Moran Torre, his first bucket of the ball game, knocks down a 3. The Panthers now with a 6-point advantage. Largest lead of the day for Chaffey. Cougars offense has looked a little out of sync so far today. 3 of 14 from the floor. You've got to figure that's not going to hold. Right now trailing by 6. Savory with 10. Ortega with a 3 that was too strong. Baptista called for a foul as he and Simon got tied up. It's going to be the second foul, I believe, against Baptista here early on. Yes, it is. And he's going to immediately check out as Zenwa and Baptista off the floor. Barnett and Alfara back in for COC. Cougars this year averaging just 75.8 points per game. That's middle of the pack. They're shooting 47% as a unit from the floor, which is 21st in the state, but just not been able to find a rhythm so far today. 2 of 7 from 3, 3 of 15 from the floor. When your opponent's shooting 60+% from both 3 and the floor, it spells disaster early on. Barnett. Cougars work it to Savory. Wing 3 on the way. No good, too much. Good rebound from Alfara. Got it back to Savory inside. He misses on a turnaround jumper. Alfara, another rebound, a putback, no, but Alfara goes to the line. Again, Canyons just cannot buy a bucket right now here early on. Trailing 17-11. They led by 4 at one point, but now Chaffey leads by 6. As Alfara to the line for the first time today, a 61.5% foul shooter, 8 of 13 on the year, knocks down the first of 2. As the Panthers go full 5-unit sub. As the second unit back on the floor. Alfara makes them both, so the Cougars back now within 4, 17-13 in favor of Chaffey. Panthers going to work on the offensive side. Here's Crenshaw sprinting around. Now we'll get it over to Goad. He'll send it to the corner. Shepard now trying to drive. A little step back jumper over the top of Savory is good. Shepard, who on the average is 5.5 a game, knocks one down. Again, the Panthers back with a 6-point advantage. Walker inside, Alfara, a little two-hand finish for an easy bucket. Alfara now starting to find his rhythm. He's got 6, keeps the Cougars within striking distance. Crenshaw trying to drive, thought about a step back, got around a defender, put up a little floater that doesn't fall. As it kicked off the front of the rim. Walker then fouled by Barcelo, trying to split a couple of defenders. I believe that's the 6th on Chaffey, so the next will put the Cougars in the bonus. Here with 10:34 to go in the first half. 19-15, Chaffey in front. Barnett gets it into Walker, who will put up a 3 in rhythm. It's good. Walker knocks it down. Jeremiah, who's a 25% three-point shooter from the season, just his 2nd 3-point bucket of the year. Gets the Cougars back within 1 at 19-18 for Walker, his first basket of the ball, or 2nd basket of the ball game. Scratch of his first basket of the ball game. Travel called against Chaffey. Gonzalez back in, Walker back off the floor. Turnover from Gonzalez. Pretty easy steal, and then Gonzalez going to be called for the foul. Then he went down hard. That's going to bring the athletic training staff onto the floor. Barcelo gets the bucket. Gonzalez smacked his head pretty hard going down. He kind of got caught up in Barcelo. So Eric Buitrago and the rest of the medical staff out to check on Jacob Gonzalez here with 10:07. We'll take a quick... So we come back in here to Lee Smelser court at the Cougar cage, and Jacob Gonzalez getting some help over to the trainer's table. It's in good hands. As it'll be a single foul shot for Jacob Barcelo, trying to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play. Barcelo this year, just a 50% foul shooter, 3 of 6 from the floor on the season. Or from the foul line on the season. Makes the foul shot. Chaffey back with a 3-point lead, 22-18. And again, the Panthers come out in a full court press. Cougars able to break it this time. Alfara around a defender, lays it in. Good body control by Alfara that time to get around Barcelo. Alfara now with 8, leading the way for COC. Godoy send it far side. Driving and a stop-up jumper is good from Goad. Elijah Goad with a nice shot. Alfara called for a travel as he was tied up with Barcelo. For Goad, he's above his season average of 1.6 points per game with this 2-point bucket. Now Eric Shepard to work for Chaffey with a 4-point lead. Tried to go around and over Savory, couldn't hit it. Savory able to pull down the tip rebound. Dribbles himself out of trouble, sent it to Baptista. Up to Barnett, off the glass, no. Savory with the rebound is on the floor. And a jump ball tie-up going to be called. It's Chaffey basketball, so the Panthers will go back to work. So Chaffey possession here as the Panthers with a 4-point lead, 9:15 to go here in the first half. Chaffey's led by as much as 6. Ooh, late whistle for a foul that time. Ortega thought he was in good body position, and Howard Fisher thought so as well. 5th foul on COC. Walker gets a hand on that one. Walker averaging a steal and a half per game so far this year in just 15.3 minutes. Saw him a couple of times last time out here at the Cougar cage come away with balls like that. Very athletic young man. Also helps us out here on the Cougar Sports Network, at least during soccer season, was our camera operator quite often. Chaffey gets an offensive rebound. Shepard kicks it back. Crenshaw trying to drive, goes up with the right hand and is good. You see the Chaffey offense working very efficiently. 10 of 18, make it 11 of 19 from the floor. 57.9%. We talked about their efficiency this year. Their offensive efficiency, 1.075, which is 27th in the state. Their defensive efficiency is almost 1, which is about where you want to be. But their net efficiency just 976. All right in the middle of the pack. The lower the defensive efficiency is, the better. And Chaffey's defensive efficiency has gotten better as the year has kind of gone on. 6-point lead once again for Chaffey here. It was the 4th place team in the Inland Empire Athletic Conference a season ago. 10-6 in conference play. Already off to a good start at 4-1 here. Stepping out of bounds that time was Shadale Knight. As he tried to drive baseline, thought he drew a foul. And then Knight's going to be called for a foul this time as he reaches in and makes contact with Orbach. And it'll be bonus, 1-1 here. So Orbach will go to the line. Roz Orbach this year has not attempted a free throw, so this will be his first attempt in his first 4 games of the year. It'll be 1-1 here as Quentin Crenshaw getting ready to check back in. Takes over for Shadale Knight. It's a 2nd foul on Knight here today. Orbach misses on the 1-1. So Brody Davis will go back to work for Chaffey here. Davis tried to stop up. Now works it onto the outside to Torre, who's fouled. Foul on Savory puts Chaffey in the bonus. First from Torre is good. These are his first free throw attempts of the season. Second finds the hole as well, making an 8-point lead, largest of the day for Chaffey, 28-20. Cougars turn it over, but I think they're going to get lucky here, as the clock never started. So the Cougars are going to get the ball back because the clock never started. That was lucky, as that was a poor turnover from COC that time. Savory trying to drive, turned over, but a foul called. Red Torre going to get the foul called. And Birdie Davis is going to go over the trainer's table here. They'll get Ryan Lewis into the game to take over for him. Savory misses the first of two, able to get his own rebound. Kicks it out to Baptista. The Cougars trying to find some offense here. They turn it over instead. Chaffey can't get the run out, though, as the pass was just too far ahead of Simon. Here's Walker. Alfara from the elbow gets into the lane, missed. Baptista the rebound, couldn't get the putback. Savory the offensive board, no. That's 3 second chance opportunities that Canyons does not convert on. And then a foul going to be called against Jonah Alfara. Cougars have done a good job on the glass. 16 total rebounds, just 11 for Chaffey, but have not been able to convert many second chance opportunities today. Just 6 of 23 from the floor, 3 of 9 from triple. Making 6 of 24, that's 25% compared to 11 of 19 from Chaffey. As Lewis, who's a 20% foul shooter so far this year, will go to the line. Savory will pull down the rebound. Off the miss from Lewis. Barnett back into the game for Canyons. Savory will step into a three from straight away, it's good. Cougars have been stuck on 20 for a while. Savory gets a bucket. First basket in over 3 minutes for College of the Canyons. That 3 from Mason Savory, who has 4 points now in the ball game. And we've had a fan actually ejected from the game. Still has some words for the officials as he walks down the floor. Bucket and a foul for the Panthers here. Simon driving score. Foul called against Orbach. Simon, 66% foul shooter. Lane violation on Simon, so it's Canyons basketball. Here's Barnett. Canyons trailing by 7. Leaves it for Harold getting his first action of the season. Canyons turns it over. Simon back the other way. Tried to lay it off for Green. Barnett might have got a hand on it, and then Barnett touched the ball while he was standing out of bounds. Simon, rhythm three off the inbound play, no good. That one goes out off of Canyons, as this one went out off of Logan Gamari. Canyons back. We're going to see Jacob Gonzalez back out there for COC. Remember, he left after crashing down to the floor pretty hard earlier. Gonzalez now with the ball. Dumps Savory. Trying to drive. Kicks it corner. Harold three on the way is no good. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Uriah Rojas. Chaffey knocked down a three on the other side. So now it's a 10-point lead, largest advantage of the game. Savory misses on a layup. Again, Canyons just can't buy a bucket. They've had opportunities. Cougars with 26 field goal attempts in the ball game, 27 once that ticks ahead. But just 7 made baskets. Alfara coming in to take over for Barnett. Savory, step back three on the way, no good. Simon back the other way, left-hander that doesn't fall. And then a jump ball tie-up. It'll be Canyons basketball this time. As Alfara able to finish one off. And a travel called here against Chaffey. Canyons will get the ball back here, trailing 33-25. There's Gomari with the ball. We'll leave it for Gonzalez. Alfara with two, gets to the rack, no. Rebound tips off of a Cougar and out of play. .320 to go here in the first. 33-25, both teams. Next foul will put them in the plus. Here's Ortega, gets it up top. Now Gonzalez. Harold will swing it around. Gomari. Gomari trying to drive. Off the backboard and in. Logan Gomari, who averages just 2.5 points in 7.3 minutes, gets a bucket. Just his 12th point of the season. Canyons back within 2 possessions as Davis goes down. A little awkwardly. He'll hop back up. Orbach checking back in. First of 2 from Davis was no good. Second finds it though. Three-pointer on the way from Harold didn't go. So I'll fire to the line to shoot a pair, knocks down the first. Second is no good, so it'll go 34-28 in favor of Chaffey. 3 on the way that doesn't fall. Elfara pulls down the rebound. Pretty easy rebound from Jonah Elfara that time. As Elfara now with 11 points, 7 rebounds in the ballgame, approaching a double-double. Harold, a corner 3 that doesn't fall. Orbach couldn't do anything with the rebound. Taken the other way, Crenshaw tried to send it ahead to Rojas, who couldn't handle it. It'll be Canyons basketball with 2 minutes to go here in the first. Elfara leading all scorers on the floor with 11 points. Also has 7 rebounds in the ball game. For Joshua Barnett, 6 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. And then Jeremiah Walker, 5 points, 2 assists. On the other side for Chaffey, Nate Simon, 7 points. Just a single assist in the ball game. Then Barcelo, God, and Tour all with 5 points. And a rebound to their credit as well. Walker runs right around the defense and lays it in, and it's all of a sudden a 4-point game. Chaffey up 34-30. A timeout will go as well.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
(34-30), a minute 50 to go here in the first half. Chaffey leading College of the Canyons here at Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar cage. Cougars have marched back, trailed by as much as 10, but have started to find a little bit more of their offensive rhythm. Still only shooting 29%, 10 of 34, but picked it up on the defensive side of the floor and found a couple of baskets to get them back within 4. Simon will spin it back Davis. Davis straight away with Orbach right on him. Spinning at the foul line. Walker comes to try and help. They try and work it inside. It bounced out to Simon, guarded by Gonzalez. Spins, little floater in the lane on a runner is good. A shot from Nate Simon, give him 9 now as he leads the way for Chaffey. With 1:15 to go here in the first half. Walker. Gomari in the corner. Wants to get it down low as Zenwa block extended. Now kicks it back Gomari up top Walker around Orbach. Orbach back up top Walker. Walker. Now Gomari with 10. Driving, Euro step. Throws one up, doesn't fall. Hit the back of the rim. Here's Rojas, will put up a 3, it's good. And Rojas, who shoots 41% from 3, 11 of 24 on the year to lead the way for Chaffey, knocks one down, and it's back to a 9-point lead for the Panthers. Here's Walker, Gomari, Gonzalez now. 10-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock here, so the Cougars will have to put one up. Gonzalez kicks back. Orbach, a wing 3 on the way, is no good. Rattles in and out. As Zenwa tips the rebound away from Rojas. That'll give the Cougars the opportunity to get back in a defensive set. Chaffey will have a chance to try and take a double-digit lead into halftime here. 10 to go here. Rojas, Simon. Simon with 5, dribbles towards the baseline. Now throws one up with the right hand that rattled in and out. No good, and it'll be a 9-point Panther lead into the halftime break, 39-30 here from the Cougar cage. We'll take a timeout.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big two. Hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
Rising up, bread's on the sheet. Did my time, took out my toppings. Went the distance, now my prep is complete. Just a limb and its will to thrive. It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice. Freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And then every last arriver gets a sub that excites. And it's all thanks to the well-trained arm of the slicer.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, two. Hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip.
I could eat.
Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you. which takes some training.
Rising up, bread's on the sheet. Did my time, took out my toppings. Went the distance, now my prep is complete. Just a limb and its will to thrive. It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice. Freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And their eyes unlike our
Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network. Second half action here. Chaffey leading COC 39-30. Some of the first half numbers for the Panthers: 15 of 30 from the floor, shooting 50%. 4 of 8 from 3, also 50%. 5 of 8 from the foul line. Just 7 turnovers for the Panthers. 9 points off turnovers for Chaffey. 23 rebounds to just 21 for College of the Canyons. 19 of those coming out of the defensive glass. Both teams with 10 fouls. For COC, 10 of 36, 27%, 4 of 14, 6 of 10, 8 turnovers, only 4 points off turnovers. So the Panthers have stretched the lead now to 11 with an opening bucket by Marcus Green. Ortega's 3, no good. Alfara couldn't control the rebound, but it's off of Tour. And it's going to be Canyons basketball. Simon with 9. Green with 6. Barcelo with 5. Good with 5. Tour with 5. Shepard with 4. Rojas with 3. Crenshaw and Davis each with 2. It was a 3 from Barnett, no good. For Canyons, Alfara 11, Walker 7, Barnett 6, Savory 4, and Gomari 2. Alfara 2 rebounds away from a double-double, which is not uncommon territory for Jonah Alfara, who last year did that quite often. And already has 1 double-double this year, had 17 and 10 against Cuyamaca in the Clash of Canyons championship game. Give him 9 now. As he fell down to the floor, able to keep control of his body enough to get it to Gonzalez. Now Alfara will break the timeline. Got it to Isaiah Ortega. Ortega. Orbach. Alfara now. Ortega again, wanting to get it inside to Barnett, but could not. Instead, they're on the perimeter with 3. Alfara gonna need to put one up. 2 big steps, misses on a lay-in. Nobody there for the rebound from Canyons, but Orbach able to get a steal. Barnett on a run out the other way will dump it for Alfara. The reverse lay-in is good. Alfara's got 13, and Canyons back within 9. Chaffey quickly back the other way. Torre back up front. Kicks it out, Green. Green tries to split some defenders, draws body contact in the air, and we'll get to the line. Green to the line, 84% foul shooter. First trip to the line today. Makes the first. Green makes them both. The Canyons turns it over. Knight with the steal. Got it to Green. Off the glass and good. Barnett trying to draw contact, couldn't get it. Another baseball pass ahead, this time collected by Gonzalez. Orbach said it tipped off of Green. Officials say no. Barnett out. Chaffey with the basketball, leading 45-32. 13-point advantage here. Just underway in the second half. Corey with it. Spinning. Over the top of Alfaro was Simon, no. Put back from Brody, didn't fall, and Alfaro has his 10th rebound, give him a double-double. Ortega underneath, Savory will lay it in. Nice dish from Isaiah Ortega. Now Brody back the other way for Chaffey. Bounce past Simon inside the painted area, kicks it back to Shadale Knight. Knight driving to his right, slings it down low to Brody off his hands. Jeremiah Walker in to take over for Jacob Gonzalez. Good dish from Alfaro to find Savory, who got tied up going to the basket. Couldn't get a shot away, but it'll go to the line for two.
Personal foul, Panthers, number 20, Brad Tour. That's the third personal. First team foul. Mason Savory to the line, shooting 2.
Savory with the first of two. Baptista into the game for College of the Canyons. Eric Shepard into the game, along with Elijah Goad. Savory makes them both. Clock never started on time, so little stop-up jumper from the line, no. Rebound collected by Shepard, got it back to Knight. Look around to Marcus Green. Green's drive, no. Alfaro, give him 11 boards on the day. Walker, Baptista. Ortega, inside Savory, block extended on the near side. Spins back to the middle of the floor and puts it in. Savory now should have 10 in the ball game. Jeremiah Walker picks up his first personal. Dale Knight now with it once again for Chaffey. Wing three from Goad, no good. Canyons picks up the rebound, nearly turns it over on an outlet. Now Walker double teamed, loses the basketball. Picked up by Shepard. Tried to finish over the top of Savory, who's called for a blocking foul as Shepard misses on the slam and will go to the line. Shepard splits. Canyons tries to finish on a run out the other way on a quick outlet. Gomari able to get it there, so it's a 5-point game. Shepard thought about a 3, now wants to spin, working away from Elfara, now trying to drive against him. Got stopped up, a bounce pass Knight, the reverse layup, no good. Savory has it stolen away by Simon, who missed, and then Goad just dribbles it out of play. Baptista has his pass stolen as again. The Cougars try and force one. Rojas wide open in rhythm. He's not going to miss those. Knocks it down. Back to a 9-point advantage. Just someone Canyons thought they were close. Nearly have another ball stolen on the pass. Gomari, a bounce pass inside Elfara, the reverse finish. 49-42, 14 and a half to go. There's Rojas. Gomari stays right with him. Shepard step back 3 as the Cougars left him wide open, but he missed it too strong. Elfara with another rebound, needs to find an outlet. Got it to Walker. Sent it Gomari. Gomari now back to Walker. Walker, Elfara. Elfara to the rack with the right hand and lays it in. Back-to-back buckets for Jonah Elfara. There's Rojas with Elfara right next to him. Wants to drive with the left. Threw it back up with the right. No good. Gomari the rebound. And then a foul going to be called, a technical foul going to be called against Rojas here. So 2 shots for Canyons. Mason Savory will go to the line. Savory today 3 of 5. Second shot is good, and now we'll get substitutions from both sides. Elfara, Walker, Baptista off. Ezenwa, Ortega, and Gonzalez back in. Rojas, Goad, and Shepard off. As Barcelo along with Marcus Green. And I believe Brody back in. Again, nearly stolen. Canyons having trouble breaking the trap here. Two seconds for Gonzalez to break the timeline, and he does. Ezenwa inside, Savory with a two-handed flush. 49-48, Canyons back within 1. Green counted in the foul as Ezenwa called for the foul.
Personal foul, Cougars, number 43, injured. Ezenwa, that's first personal, 14 foul. Wide receiver, line 2 to 1.
Green misses. Canyons turns it over. So Canyons turns it over after the miss. 51-48, Chaffey in the lead. Knight blocked by Yazenwa. Gonzalez ahead, Gomari. Back Gonzalez. A work block extended far side, Savory trying to back down. Brody goes up with the left and missed. Canyons has missed on a bunch of layups like that today. Brody a wild shot that doesn't fall. Green able to regather, has a fresh shot clock to work. Green step back three, short. Gomari the easy rip. Ortega doubled and fouled.
Personal foul on head is number 4, Jacob Marcelo, that's his third personal. That's 13 foul.
Ortega now. Zenwa at the elbow on the far side, works to his right. Travel. Oh no, blocking foul.
Personal foul on head is number 32, Brody Davis, that's his second personal. 14 foul.
So we stay 51-48 here, 12:20 to go. Marcus Green now with 12 points, leading the way for Chaffey. For the Cougars, Alfara with 17, Savory with 14. Gomari a 3 off the inbound, no. Simon able to come over with the tip rebound. Panthers on an easy run out lay-in for Barcelo. As Ortega trying to come back and make it tough on him, couldn't do much. Now Gomari is Zenwa. Up Savory. Savory straight away. Drops it Gomari. Now Ortega inside is Zenwa, fouled by Crenshaw. Both teams with 5 timeouts. Neither team has used a lot of timeouts here. Savory now trying to drive on 2 defenders, kicks it out. Ortega now to Gonzalez. Elbow jumper from Gonzalez just doesn't fall. Simon trying to take Savory off the dribble, will kick back to Green. Green will take his time here. Now tries to drive against Ortega, is fouled out high on the drive. So the shot will not count.
Personal foul, Cougars number 34, Jose Ortega, that's his third personal. And 15 foul. In the Cougars with 42.
Alfara and Baptista back in. Gomari off, Ortega off. Orbach getting up off the bench as well. Will take over for Zenwa. Baptista immediately called for a foul. First personal on Baptista. Crenshaw checking off. Shadale Knight back in. They get inside to Brody, who finishes. Every time the Canyons feels like they've gotten close, Chaffey's been able to stretch the lead back out. Gonzalez, a 12-footer that doesn't go. It's a wide open 12-footer. Panthers back the other way. Barcelo, no. Brody, the rebound. Fouled by Gonzalez or Savory. We'll see who they give it to. They give it to Jacob Gonzalez.
Personal foul on the
It'll be the third on Jake.
Utah sets his third personal. With 17 foul. Brody Davis to the line, shooting 2.
Brody Davis to the line for a pair. Back to an 8-point lead. Is Brody able to make one of two? Savory now trying to drive. Lays it in. Savory now with 16. Another 10-point game, his 5th of the year. Is Knight a 3? No. Elfara a rebound. Elfara now with his 2nd game of 10 or more rebounds. His 2nd double-double of the year, as he's now got 5 10-point games on the season as well to start the year. It's Baptista. Back Elfara. Near side from the block extended. Got it to Baptista now. Again, Baptista straightaway 3, no good. Good box out that time from Chaffey as Brody with an easy rebound. And that one goes out off of Shadale Knight. Here's Savory now for COC. Offensive foul called against Mason Savory.
Offensive foul on the Cougars, number 40, Mason Savory. That's his third personal.
And a full timeout called on the floor. 9:32 to go. 56-50 in favor of Chaffey. $56-50, 9:32 to go. Chaffey in front after the timeout from College of the Canyons, and they have the basketball. Elijah Goad with the basketball here. Has it taken away by Roz Orbach. Orbach with just Rojas chasing him down, able to lay it in. Back to a 4-point game now. Canyons has scratched and clawed and held this Chaffey offense to just 56 points so far with 9:02 to go. And getting to the line is Nate Simon. Baptista picks up his 2nd foul. Savory on the floor with 3 fouls. Savory and Ortega each with 3 fouls for College of the Canyons. On the other side, Barcelo with 3, Tour with 3. The only players in foul danger for either side. Simon makes the first. Second is no good. 5-point game. Baptista, an elbow jumper is good. Shot from Isaiah Baptista. Just his first bucket of the game. Baptista has been quiet since that 24-point performance in the opening game of the 2023-24 season. The big bucket there gets it back to a one-possession game, gets a steal. Now we'll send it to Elfara on the far side in the corner. Elfara will put it on the floor. Stopped his dribble, needs to do something with the basketball now. Got it up to Savory, who's bumped into by Shadale Knight. It's out off of Shadale Knight. Jeremiah Walker checking back in. Baptista, good little bounce pass. Savory block trying to go up. Green with the chase down. Rojas, the attempted finish on the other end doesn't fall. Tip rebound picked up by Elfara, but then makes a bad pass towards Baptista, and it's a turnover on Canyons. There's Rojas. Orbach on him. Tries to take him off the dribble. No basket. Foul is on the floor. Foul goes against Orbach. Doesn't matter anyway. Well, it does in terms of it's not 2 points, but it sends Rojas to the line as Chaffey in the plus. Rojas, a 75% foul shooter, makes the first. Second rattles in. (59-54). Chaffey leading. Orbach. He work it around. Savory, a wing three, air ball. Right into the hands of Simon. 2-on-1 the other way. Rojas trying to finish, could not. Elfara with the rebound. Savory doubled, got it down to Baptista. Inside Elfara driving, he's fouled by Shadale Knight. Walker tried to get it inside Baptista, but it's stripped out of his hands. Good ball movement by Chaffey, just couldn't work into an open shot. Instead, it'll be Rojas from deep, no good. Elfara the rebound. Walker on the handoff. Gets it to Baptista, now to Alfara, who's blocked going to the rim. Green got a hand on it. Second time for Green. Coming back to the rim. Now Knight driving. Simon over to Green. Green, stutter step. No foul called. He ran into Savory. Both sides wanting a foul, neither got it. There's Walker. Dumps off Orbach. Now Alfara. Ten to shoot for Canyons here. Walker off the screen. Two-pointer on the way from 21, no good. Foul down low underneath on Alfara as he and Brody got tied up.
Personal foul, number 42, Jonathan Alfara. That's the second personal.
Second foul on Alfara.
Go to Davis, line 10-2.
Zenwa and Ortega up at the table along with Barcelo and Eric Shepard. Brody makes the first. Sean Harold also coming in to take over for Jeremiah Walker.
And number 31, Deshaun Carroll.
Shepard waiting to take over for Brody Davis. Tenga doubled, got it to Savory. Savory driving, trying to draw a foul, had the ball split out of his hands. It'll stay with Canyons here. Canyons turns it over on the inbound again. Rojas back to the line as Orbach called for a foul.
Personal foul. Number 25, Ross Orbach. That's his third personal.
A 30-second timeout. We'll take a break.
Rojas line 2-2.
So Rojas knocks down his foul shots. Back to a 9-point lead. Howard Fisher had a long discussion with the officials when he called the timeout. He's not happy with the foul discrepancy at this point. Another foul called on Canyons. Orbach picks up another personal foul. His fourth. Barcelo to the line to shoot 2. Back to a 10-point lead here. Savory off the catch. Trying to back down his defender. Got it back to Barnett. Barnett, an 18-footer, is good with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it back to within 8. 4.5 to go. Barnett now 8 points in the ball game. Rojas dumped it off to Shepard. Rojas is in double figures. Ross, Simon, and Green all in double figures for Chaffey. For Canyons, Alfara and Savory in double figures. Third foul on Joshua Barnett. Shepard, 1 for 2 from the line before this trip makes the first. Gonzalez checking in to take over for Orbach. Barcelo off the floor. Nate Simon comes back in. Shepard makes both. Brody Davis back in. Chaffey looking for their first 3-game winning streak of the year. Canyons trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak. Right now need 10 points in the final 4 minutes and some stops on the defensive side as they trail 66 to 56. Defense has been there for College of the Canyons. It's just been an off shooting night. There's another miss. Canyons 21 of 60. Under 35% from the floor. 4 of 19 from 3. Chaffey right around there. Average is a 3 from Simon is good. Panthers shooting 39% from the floor. 6 of 15 from 3. And the lead is 13 now. 69-56, 3:15 to go. Barnett catches and gets it out high to Gonzalez. Over to Ortega, a 3 that's no good. Zenwa, a rebound, a putback, no good. Has it again, another chance. This time it falls. Back to an 11-point advantage for Chaffey here. As Zenwa with a bucket. Andrew Zenwa today. I want to tell you, but of course my screen not updating. Well, there it is. That's just the first bucket today for Andrew Zenwa. He gets a steal now. Canyons getting a stop. They need to work quickly. Gonzalez spinning around, and he's got it to fall. First bucket for Jacob Gonzalez today. Canyons back within 9, 69-60. Simon sprinting. Dumps underneath to Brody Davis. Out high, Shadale Knight. He'll back it off. Is Chaffey going to use as much of the shot clock, I imagine, as they possibly can? Offensive foul, though, called against Shadale Knight. Drawn by Jacob Gonzalez. Timeout called by the Panthers. 2:09 to go. Break here on the floor will go as well.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health. Meet Nigel Terry. In 28, meet Nigel Terry. In 28.
69-60, Chaffey in the lead. 2:09 to go. Both teams shooting foul shots. Of course, Chaffey in the plus. Canyons at least now 1-1s. A turnover from Gonzalez. Picked up by Rojas. As Knight able to get the steal. Simon tried to go over the top of Gonzalez, couldn't get it. Then it goes out off of Gonzalez. They actually said it went off of Chaffey. So Canyons has it back, and again, Gonzalez turns it over. Heck of a save by Simon. Green couldn't finish. But he'll go to the line as Gonzalez called for a foul.
Personal foul. On the Cougars, number 11, Gonzalez, that's the fourth personal.
Fourth on Gonzalez.
Marcus Green to the line, shooting two.
Green, 12 points, 2 of 3 from the line today. Baptista and Walker in, Gonzalez and Ortega off. Both from Green are good, back to an 11-point lead. Indians needs to go quick here, trailing by 11, under a minute and a half to go. Savory on the finish, good pass from Alfara, timeout on the floor, 9-point game, 1:17 to go. Savory now with 18 to lead the way for College of the Canyons as Alfara picks up his second assist of the ball game. It's a 9-point lead with a minute 17. Marcus Green with 14 for Chaffey, 5 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 5 from the line with 3 rebounds and a couple of blocks. Simon with 13 and a pair of rebounds, 3 assists as well, and 4 steals in the ball game. And then Uriah Rojas, who's 2 of 3 from beyond with 3 rebounds and assist in double figures for Chaffey. Panther basketball out of the timeout. I would imagine the Cougars come out in a full court press of some sort here. And they do, they guard the inbounder, but they're able to get it to Shadale Knight. Somebody needs to foul. Instead, Knight will send it to Rojas. Rojas then fouled by Baptista, so Rojas will go to the line. He gave it to Baptista, that's his 5th. So Logan Gomari in, Baptista done for the night with 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals,
Your Rojas to the line.
And 3 turnovers in the ball game. So back to an 11-point lead. Here's Barnett with a 3. No good, an air ball. Alfara trying to save it. Davis was able to and got it ahead. Shadale Knight, who turned it over trying to get it to Marcus Green. Gomari's pass went off the feet of Barnett. Back the other way. Green takes his time, finishes with 2 hands. And that'll just about do it with 40.4. 75-72. Gomari blocked by Brody Davis. Chaffey will dribble it back up the floor. And that should pretty much do it for the Panthers, leading 72-60 or 75-62. 10-second violation called against Chaffey, but at this point, pretty academic.
Violation on the Panthers.
24.6. The Panthers will improve to 5-1. For the Cougars, they fall to 2-3. A rough one today for College of the Canyons. Just never could find the shooting rhythm. Simon will finish another one off. Chaffey will take it as the Cougars will dribble out the final few here. 77-62 will be the final score. The Panthers get the victory over College of the Canyons here on this Saturday afternoon matinee. We thank you for joining us here on the Cougar Sports Network. We hope to see you next time we are here, which will be on Tuesday. Women's basketball, College of the Sequoias in town to take on the Lady Cougars. A 6 o'clock start time for that one. We hope you join us for that. Have a good night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.